All of you. Today I am going to demonstrate a hardware demonstration of a diode bridge rectifier circuit. I am Pawan Prakash Gupta and I am right now going to demonstrate you that how to perform the practical for the single phase diode bridge rectifier, and especially we are going to use for that R with R load, that means resistive load. Then after that we will perform this particular practical with the resistive inductive load. Then we'll try to find out that what is the performance of this same practical with the RLC load. Here L and C are working as a filter for the output, because here what we are doing with the help of a diode bridge rectifier, we are converting the AC supply into rectified DC supply. So because DC supply has the output very much, it contains very much ripples in the output, so for that we need to apply some filter there. So inductive filter and capacitive filter we want to apply, and we want to investigate what is the output voltage and voltage waveform, and especially we also want to investigate that when we apply this kind of a static diode bridge rectifier, then what is the impact on the input side current of the diode bridge rectifier. That means if we connect any load RL or RLC, then in that case what kind of a waveform will be drawn by this rectifier from the source. So first of all, let me tell you that what are the components we are going to use. Here we can see that it is our three-phase supply, which is actually connected with a MCB box for the safety purpose. Right now it is off, and we have actually provided the three terminals R, Y, B phases and neutral. Then after that we have actually stepped down this supply, because our circuit is not that much of capable to withstand with this 230 volt three-phase supply. So that's why we have to step down this with the help of this three-phase combination of three single-phase transformers. Here it is a neutral for this transformer setup, and these are the RYB phases which we are taking from the three-phase. Now after that, this is the 15-0-15, that means phase voltages are 15 volt and line voltages are 30 volt. These are the step down three transformers are there. Its outputs are taken from here. These are the phases RYB, and this is the neutral. Now with this certain setup of the three-phase step down supply, we will supply our diode bridge rectifier, which is actually this kit. Here we can see that these are the diodes connected, which are 1N5408 diode. Its number is 1N5408, and you can take the data sheet of these diodes from the Google, and you can find out what are the withstanding voltage in the forward condition and the reverse bias condition, what are the current ratings of these diodes. So here we have connected these this three-phase bridge for the purpose of a single phase only. That's why we are utilizing only these two legs over here, and we have connected this with the supply in the line voltage. That means right now we are applying the 30 volt AC input to this, and this is a 50 hertz supply. Now at the output we are going to connect our load, which can be, for the resistive load, it can be a 15 watt lamp, 230 volt rating 15 watt lamp. This will work as your resistive load. In the case if we want to connect the inductor, then we have this kind of a inductor, which its rating right now it is 5 millihenry is the value of this inductor, and its current rating is 6 ampere, which is mentioned over here. So we can connect for the RL circuit. We also have a capacitor, electrolytic capacitor. We can see that it is a 100 microfarad. We can see that if we are able to zoom this picture, then 100 microfarad is the rating, 63 volt is the voltage rating of this capacitor. Its terminal is, one terminal is shown as a negative, other terminal is a positive. Also the longer terminal is positive and the shorter terminal is negative. So this we can connect for the RC application or RLC application. Now in this particular practical, we have to investigate that what is my input current waveform. For that we have actually connected this particular input wire from the supply to one leg of the diode bridge rectifier. We can see that here we have connected 2 ohm resistors in the parallel which actually becomes a 1 ohm for this combination, and we can take the output from the probe. We can actually, because our probe is able to only measure the voltages, and unless we have a current probe. So right now we don't have the current probe, that's why our normal probes are able to measure the voltages only. That's why we have connected this two 2 ohm resistors, which makes a 1 ohm combination. If we trace the voltage drop across it, then because it is a resistor, so whatever be the waveform these resistors will show as a voltage drop is nothing but the waveform of your current, because resistance do not make any changes of the waveform of the current and the voltage. That's why we are using this such kind of a combination. Now we can connect this to our diode bridge rectifier, and firstly we will try to perform that. What is our R load operation? So now we are performing with the resistive load. Here we have connected our resistive load this at the output of the diode bridge rectifier here, and we have also connected a one probe for the input line across these resistance, as I told you earlier, and one probe we have connected for the output voltage measurement. So this is going to give us the output voltage of the diode bridge rectifier, which is going to be the rectified voltage of our input AC supply. And here it is, we are able to find out that what is the current, corresponding current waveform drawn from the DBR from the source. Okay, so here we can see on the our DSO that this blue waveform is the output voltage, which is a rectified AC voltage. Our channel 1 is actually set at 10 millivolt, channel 2 is at 20 volt, and our time setting is 10 millisecond. Right now we are our time setting is at 10 millisecond. This yellow waveform is showing that current drawn by the resistive load from the AC supply during this resistive load of 15 watt to 30 volt lamp. Okay, so this is our output voltage, and this is our current drawn from the supply. As you can see that this input current for the R load is also a sinusoidal in nature, because our R load is not making any impact. Okay, and our output is rectified DC supply, so it also contains some DC component and lot of high AC components also. So that we will try to filter out by the help of a LC filters. Okay, so right now with the R load, this is a sinusoidal waveform drawn from the supply. Now after this I am going to apply L filter with the R resistive load. So the same resistive load of 15 volt to 20 volt 15 watt to 20 volt we have applied. We can see carefully that it is slightly glowing over here. Please zoom here, so you can see that it is slightly glowing. Along with this, in the series we have actually applied this series combination of the inductors. Why we have actually applied the series combination of these inductors? Because we are available with these different inductors. To apply the large value of the inductor, actually I have connected all these inductors in the series. The same three phase supply we are taking from here, and we are stepping down, and then it is actually applying for the single phase for the two leg only. Then we are taking the output measurement, and one output voltage we are measuring, and one we are measuring the input current, in this case of a L filter. So we can see that here this blue one is again our rectified voltage. We can see that it is a rectified voltage across the load RL right now, and we can see that its channel 1 setting is 10 millivolt, channel 2 is 20 millivolt, and our time setting is right now 5 millisecond. So our time division is 5 millisecond. We can see that this yellow waveform of the current drawn by this RL load from the supplies AC supply. So right now we can see that this is because of the large inductor we have connected, and we can see that it is a non-sinusoidal. So lots of a non-sinusoidal AC current it is drawing right now from the supply, which is also actually creating the some harmonic disturbance at the supply side. So this is the one of the impact of the RL. On other hand, we can see that at the output we are having the same rectified voltage. So we can further investigate about the harmonics of the output as well as output voltages, and also non-sinusoidal current drawn from the supply. So we can investigate, we can actually take the Fourier transformations also to understand what type of harmonics are there. Here I am again emphasizing on this. Channel 1 is 10 millivolt, channel 2 is on 20, and our time setting is 5 millisecond. This is all about the RL load we have applied, where L is actually working as a filter. Now after the RL load, we are going to apply the capacitor filter across the resistive load. So here actually I have connected a polarized capacitor of 100 microfarad, 63 volt rating. Its positive terminal is this longer terminal, and the shorter terminal is a negative terminal. Negative terminal is also mentioned on this cover. You can see, you can observe in the lab, and we have connected this capacitor across the RL load right now. So this is the configuration we have actually applied. So this is the RL load, this 15 watt 220 volt lamp, and these are the series combination of the inductors, and this is in parallel with the output of the diode bridge rectifier. Now we want to observe that what is my output right now. So we can see that as soon as we have connected the capacitor across the output, so all are the high AC components are get filtered out, and we are getting almost less rippled DC at output. We can see that its channel marking is over here right now, blue one. So we can count these two divisions for this, and a slight ripple is there. Depending upon the capacitor values, the